Hello, I'm Gregofgames, and this is Weapon Focus. In this episode, we're going over the M4A1, the first engineer weapon. The M4A1 is the first weapon available to the US Marines, whereas the Russian Army gets the AKS-74U. Like most weapons of its class, the M4A1's two firing modes are fully and semi-automatic. Its bigger brother, the M16A3, is rather average for its class, but the M4A1 stands out from the rest of the carbines. It's tied for the highest rate of fire of all engineer weapons with the A91. It's a common sight in the game due to its early availability and its fast time to kill at closer and close-medium range. The M4A1 is an American-designed weapon made by the same company that manufactured the M16 series of rifles, Colt Defense. In reality, the M4A1 is a fully automatic version of the M4 carbine, which in turn is a shortened version of the M16A2. The design is intended for special operations use. It's used in very large numbers by US Special Forces like the Army Rangers and Navy SEALs. A rifle that may soon phase out the M16 platform, the HK416, is essentially an improved version of the M4's design. The M4A1 in terms of handling is identical to its bigger brother, the M16A3, but that's where the similarities end. It has significantly less muzzle velocity and minimum damage for obvious reasons. However, the M4A1's damage is identical to most others in its class, but for the carbines, it has a tight hipfire spread and a high rate of fire, giving it very fast times to kill at close range. Like most Russian counterparts, the AKS-74U has a lower rate of fire and is easier to control at long range. Although the M4A1 is easy to control, its low damage makes it all but useless past medium range. You should take advantage of your close range capabilities instead. For optics, the short range optics like the red dot sight and hollow sight are good options. For your other slots, a foregrip and laser sight makes the gun even easier to control at close range and tightens hipfire spread, making it very lethal. This setup is not a long-range setup by any means, but playing to this gun's strengths is very important. If you stay out of the open in closer spaces, you'll win many gunfights. Just remember that the gun still requires some degree of fire control past close-medium range. If you want to secure kills, even so, you'll need to land multiple shots because of its low damage. While some people commonly overlook the M4A1, it's not so average in comparison with the rest of the carbines. The M4A1 has very good close-range capability and shares the highest rate of fire for the engineer weapons. However, this rate of fire means you'll be reloading a lot, and it has poor damage outside of medium range, limiting its capabilities. To use this weapon, you must play to its strengths. Pick it up, and you might find that the M4A1 isn't quite as average as you thought. That's it for this weapon guide. Next time, I'll be going over the M27IAR.